Hi everyone. This week you're going to focus on Chapter 18, and Chapter 18 focuses on sexual images and the selling of sex. So in the beginning of the chapter, there is some information about the history of how sex has been represented in the media, in books, movies, magazines, etc. And then, of course, it moves into the sale of sex, also known, of course, as prostitution. Of course, I think everyone knows that prostitution is illegal in the United States, except for it's 11 or 13 counties in Nevada. And with the exception of those counties, prostitution is illegal. Even in those counties, prostitution is only supposed to occur outside the city limits. So, for example, if you're in Las Vegas or if you're in Reno, both counties, both are in counties that do allow prostitution. The brothels must be outside the city limits. So, although there are not supposed to be people prostituting in the casinos, it does, of course, happen. But the law requires that the prostitution occur at the brothels where it's safe, it's regulated, it's not only safe for the client, it's also safe for the person who is selling the sex. And so why we allow it in those several counties in Nevada and nowhere else is always an interesting thing to me, because if we really truly believe that prostitution is terrible, evil, and wrong, why we do allow it in that one state always just seems strange to me. But I'll let you figure out your own position on prostitution. In fact, the discussion is about the sale of sex and whether or not it should be allowed in the United States. Many of you may know that it is allowed in other countries, most notably European countries, and they seem to have not much of a problem with brothels operating within certain parts of the city. Again, it's regulated. It can only be in certain parts of the major cities. In addition to the sale of sex, there is also some information about sex trafficking, both here and globally. This is a growing problem. If you've been paying attention to any of the media, particularly documentaries and news programs, sex trafficking is a huge problem in other parts of the world, and we do have a problem with it here in the U.S. as well. What should be the government's role in regulating this? How strict should the laws be? All of those are questions that you will ponder as you go through the chapter. This is the final week, so congratulations, you have made it to week 10. And as such, that means that you not only must read chapter 18 and take the quiz for chapter 18 and participate in that discussion, you also have to take the final exam. And that is one of the steps in the module. It's the last step in the module. And of course, you don't have to follow it step by step. You can move back and forth between the steps. There is a final exam study guide, as there have been study guides for the first two midterms. You'll find the study guide both in the module as well as under the information tab. And again, as always, you'll be assigned 2 questions randomly from the study guide when you click begin. So again, congratulations, you've made it, just about made it to the end. And I hope that you have learned a lot. I know that many of you already had a lot of information, but I do hope that there were at least several chapters that you covered wherein you learned some information that you didn't already know. So have a great rest of the summer once you've submitted your final, and maybe I'll see you in another online class again. I am teaching one in the fall. Thank you very much. Bye.